I feared for my life every single day. I could not bring myself to get out of my front door. I was scared if I did, I was going to die. Like, we need to make cutbacks. We can't use you anymore. And because I was self-employed, that was it. I've got 16 years in the construction industry. It's all I know. What if it goes wrong? And he just sat around and he turned around to me and said, but what if it doesn't? I lost my living room, I lost my dining room, I lost my spare room, and I just sat there and I just cried. I was like, I can't get out of my car. I can't physically get myself out of my car. I felt like a schoolgirl. I was just scared. So scared to come out and face anyone.
Right then, new episode of Trade Legends, and it feels like I haven't been here for so long. It's probably been, how long's it been, Jack? About 6 weeks, I think.
Too long.
Too long. Al's been standing in for me, shall we say. So tonight's Trade Legends podcast is with someone that I've wanted to get on for such a long time, because within the social media construction industry vibe, she is massive. She has blown up in the last 2 years, and rightly so, because I'm going to try and get this right, she screen prints, is it screen? No, what is it? DTF. Basically makes custom workwear for people, so you can have your branding on it, you can have your logo on your top or your hoodie or whatever. Sammi has sort of come from, I won't say come from nowhere, but in the last 2 years, you've massively become a thing on the social media. Everybody is getting their workwear done with you. Brands are getting their workwear done with you. Charities are getting your workwear done with you. It seems like everybody is getting you to do their workwear. And I know recently it's took a bit of a toll on you. And I'll say, just take your time. Take your time. Don't try and meet deadlines that are absolutely impossible. But I'm so glad you've come on, because I know it's been a bit of a thing for you that we'll get onto further on in it. It's a big thing for you to come on here, isn't it?
It's a scary thing.
Personally for you. I know you said to me, when I turn up, you might have to come and
rip me out of the car.
Rip me out of the car, because I don't... we'll get onto that, because that's a really interesting part of you and your journey into everything. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw it over to you. So just introduce yourself. Who are you and what is it that you do?
So, Sammi, obviously.
Yep.
All types of branding. So the majority of what people see is clothes. It's T-shirts, hoodies, coats, etc. But it doesn't stop there. It's signboards, it's stickers, it's business cards. It's anything and everything. It's just about getting everyone else's name out there at an affordable rate, instead of paying the ridiculous add-ons that the other companies seem to do. Yeah. So, it's just about making all forms of branding available to everyone.
Branded by Sammi.
Yeah, exactly.
Literally, does exactly what it says on the tin.
Exactly.
So what we like to do on Trade Legends is find out how you got to where you are now. So without going massively far back, sort of give us then the few years when you come out of school, and I'm sure there's a bit of a story. Now, I purposely don't know any of your backstory until I met you 2 years ago at Joe's Scree Puppy's golf day.
Yeah.
And so take us up to that day within, sort of like a synopsis of that journey from coming out of school. Tell us about you, and then lead into that golf day, because that's quite a pivotal moment for you, isn't it?
Yeah. So growing up, I was almost born into a family business, which was a construction business.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was all specialist restoration renovation works in listed buildings, churches.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was very, very interesting work. I loved it. Started off just answering telephones.
Okay.
Worked my
all the way up. Big business. Many people.
Yeah, so we scaled.
Parents' business.
Okay. Dad's business. At one point, I think he had about 20, 25 employees.
Okay.
So it's a decent size. Working for some well-known people, clients.
Can we go there, or where is this in the UK?
In Norfolk.
Okay.
So we were.
So for some reason, I thought you was. We just had this off camera. I thought you was from London. Then for some reason, I thought you was Yorkshire. No. Then it turns out you're from Norfolk, but Norfolk people sound like they're from Bristol.
Yeah, we sound like country bumpkins.
You covered the whole country.
But I'm everywhere. That's the joy.
Yeah, you are literally everywhere. Sorry. Anyway. So your parents' construction business.
Yeah, we had the family business. Worked my way up from being just a secretary to doing project management, but without the title. I never wanted the official project manager title, but I could do the work as such.
And did you just learn that on the fly?
Yeah.
You didn't go to college or anything to...
No. Well, I done secretary and administration in law in college. Yeah.
See, this is what I love about doing this podcast is, so, you know, Branded by Sammi was nearly into the law side of stuff.
Yeah. But I went with the family business, loved being in the family business, I absolutely loved everything about being in the construction industry.
Yeah.
And then my dad, just before COVID, decided to sell his business.
So if you're thinking of selling a business, it's got to be doing all right.
Yeah, they were doing well. They were working on like National Trust properties.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Celebrity stuff. Can you?
Yeah.
Who? Can we name drop?
Janet Street Porter.
Oh, okay.
Done a bit of work for her.
Is she the one with the teeth?
Yeah.
Oh, that's her, isn't it? Yeah. Was she a journalist?
She's on Loose Women.
Yes, I know.
Yeah. Yeah. But there's a couple of other names, but I can't drop those. Not on here anyway.
Okay, I'll find out afterwards. Yeah, so that's cool. So so your old man sold it.
He sold it, and I stayed with it.
Okay.
I stayed with the company that took it over, and I was doing on the side, which you won't know about. I also do a bit of woodwork.
Okay, of course you do. Yeah. Sure, yeah. Law, secretary, woodwork. In what? Do you still do that now?
A little bit.
Doing what?
So making like home decor things from reclaimed timber.
No way.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I've very much been a tomboy growing up.
Yeah.
I just loved getting on the tools with my dad. I loved getting up on scaffolds, going on sites.
Okay.
So literally during COVID, I was anxious.
Yeah.
Which, yeah.
We'll get onto that side of stuff.
And he put tools in my hands and just said, just change this bit of wood to something. And I did. And I just got the love for it. And I thought, well, I'm going to go and sell it at markets.
Oh, okay. So you used like a little bit of a side hustle sort of thing.
Yeah, a little side hustle. Because I was doing, obviously, working for but working from home.
Yeah.
Reduced hours with COVID. And I wanted a hoodie.
Right.
I wanted a hoodie to go to markets.
To wear, to sell your...
To sell my items.
Wood stuff, yeah.
And it's actually called Designs by Sammi. Oh. So designed by and branded by.
What, the wood stuff was designed by Sammi?
Yeah. But I remember doing what everyone does and going online, searching for a bundle.
I've done it.
You see a price, you get to checkout, and that price has gone stupid.
Yeah, and you don't know what you're buying.
No. And there's no one to talk to because you're doing it after hours. And I remember thinking, I've got the machines, I can do this. I can do this myself.
Yeah. So
I literally did. I've made my own workwear.
So you had the branding machines already?
Yeah, I had the vinyl cutting machines, so I could do the basics.
Okay, so you bought. Why did you buy those?
Because it all helps with the crafts. So
okay, so it was predominantly for the craft side.
Yeah, I bought it for the craft side.
Okay, with no intention of doing.
No, nothing whatsoever.
Okay.
And then a girl I was working with at the time said, "Oh, it's my son's birthday. Can you make him a top?" I was like, well, yeah, I've got the machines, I can do it. And then a couple of other people. So it was just a side hustle.
Right.
Literally just
it was a side hustle from the side hustle?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Literally one thing led to another. And, yeah, I went into my office because I was self-employed.
Yeah.
When I worked for the company.
When you worked for the construction company.
Yeah.
So many businesses, Sammi.
I know.
Self-employed for the construction business.
Yeah. And I went in on a Monday morning in January, second week into January. Went in for the day and I thought, something's weird here. Something isn't right in this office and I don't know what it is.
Right.
Left that day, got in my car and the owner of the company walked up to my window and I rolled it down and he just said, we need to make cutbacks. We can't use you anymore. And because I was self-employed, that was it then.
Shit.
That was done. And I remember just thinking, what am I going to do?
Did you have any inkling that was coming?
No.
Apart from that morning when you've gone, there's something... There's a vibe in here.
I remember driving home. I remember being in tears and thinking, I've got 16 years in the construction industry. It's all I know.
You know nothing else.
I know the people in that office don't have as much experience as me, and they're telling me I'm too expensive, but I'm also not going to drop my rates.
Yeah.
Because I'm not that desperate. I'll find something else. And I remember getting home and sitting down on the sofa and speaking to my other half about it, and he's, but you want to do clothes. Why are you worried about being a project manager when you love what you do?
So at this point, had you sort of been saying, I could do this clothing thing
So,
It
yeah.
was becoming a bit of a thing in the background.
Yeah, I hadn't ever put it out there.
Yeah.
I was just doing it for people I knew. But I loved doing it.
Yeah.
I had one heat press in the kitchen, and
Is that like the one you pulled, like a trouser press?
Yeah.
Okay.
One heat press in the kitchen, one vinyl cutter, and he said, but you love doing it. And I said, yeah, but I can't not earn. What if it goes wrong?
Yeah.
And he just sat around and he turned around to me and said, but what if it doesn't?
The what if thing. The what if.
What if it doesn't?
It's massive.
And he said, let's give it 6 months. He said, I'll cover everything 6 months.
What did your fella do?
He's a Sparky.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, see, I didn't know that either.
Yeah.
Right, okay,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, he's a Sparky. So he said, let me just cover everything for 6 months because you only regret things you never do.
Fair play to him.
So it literally started from that. And
Monday afternoon.
It literally started from that. I thought, where do I go? What am I going to do?
So put us into that Monday afternoon. Or that following week. You're like, right, that job's gone. It's done. Your fella's going, look, I'll support you. Just do it. You love it. Just do it. And I'm all for that. If there's something that you want to do and it's sort of niggling away and someone's willing to back you on it, which your fella was.
Yeah.
And you so what's that process then? You go, right, where do we start? You've got to then brand. You've got brand myself. You've gone from doing little bits on the side. How do you scale that then in that next couple of months?
So I rang round every garment supplier I knew and asked them to take a chance because I'm not an established company. It was all about getting doors open.
Yeah.
I'd done the leaflet drops. I'd done
Proper old
Instagram.
school.
I'd done phone calls.
So did you have your Instagram set up? Right, okay. Did you
Nothing.
set it up then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, literally. I think I put one advert on Instagram. And yeah, it just grew from there. I knew in my head that I needed to be different to other workwear suppliers.
So what was the different thing you would thought of doing? What was the
no hiding. The what put me off in the first place and what made me start in the first place was you see a bundle for one price, you get to check out, and it's completely changed.
Yeah.
I'll be upfront. I'll tell you so that when you ask me, it'll be exactly the same price when you come to pay from what you originally saw.
Yeah.
The setup fees, the actual thing I love doing is the graphics.
The design side
The design
of it.
side of it. If someone comes to me and says, I've got this logo, can you
Make it better.
Can you just do something with
Tweak it.
Yeah. I love people's reactions when you create something for them. So I thought that the setup fees, I'm not going to do them.
Do you look at people's logos and go, I'd love to
All the
tweak
time.
that? Do you?
All the time.
So, like, obviously, as we are today, you do loads on social media, Instagram, so do I. Do you see people who are there now that we all know? Do you see them and go, I'd love to,
Just
please
hold of
message
it."
me and ask me to do something?
Yeah. There's my most frustrating one is when I say to people, right, do you mind if they send it through in the most awful quality? And I say, look, can I just touch it up? No, do exactly. And then I print it for them. And they're like, but it's not very good.
Because you've blown their, I don't know, what is it? What are the things? PNGs? Or,
yeah, PNG and JPEG images.
I think when I sent you one, I went, Sammy, I don't know what it is. I've got all of these. There you go.
Yeah. And so a PNG and a JPEG image isn't very scalable.
Okay.
I work in pixels.
Right.
So I work in the tiny dot colours.
Yeah.
But when people don't want you to touch or clean up their logo,
But then it looks shit, wouldn't
it does. And you tell them it's going to, but they like what they like.
Yeah.
So.
I bet it's infuriating.
And then they come back and say, well, it's not very good. Can you do what you were going to do?
Yeah. Let me have a go then. Yeah.
Let me show you what I can do.
Love that.
Why this is my job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So going back to where it started, so that day, that week, so you've got to scale it. So what do you do? What you did your leaflet drops, you did your Instagram, and then when would this be? Would this be mid-COVID then?
No, this was from this was January, February.
Of
January,
what
February.
year?
So you said 2 years. I've only been going 18 months. It's not been 2 years yet.
So that
It's January before last.
Okay, so what we're on about now would have been then?
Yeah.
Or just slightly before the golf day that we'll come to?
Just before, yeah. So the golf day.
The pivotal golf day that we're going to get onto.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're in the process then. Your fella's back. What's your fella's name? Dan. Let's refer to him by his name, Dan. So Dan's backing you on it. You're going, right, I'm going to scale it, and you've done your flyer drop and you've got your Instagram. And is it beginning to
Very slowly.
Yeah.
I was very lucky. I got one very big order come in from a friend of a friend.
Right.
And that saw me through.
And what was that for a construction?
1,000 pieces for a renewables company.
Oh, wow.
So you can imagine I'm used to dealing with one bag of clothes coming. I had about 10 boxes coming.
How was that then? Was you like, right, okay, I better start pulling on this
I ended up
trouser
going
press.
from one manual heat press to having to buy an automatic. I lost my living room, I lost my dining room, I lost my spare room.
Was it? I'm imagining it being like boxes everywhere.
It was.
You and Dan sat there trying to watch Emmerdale and pushing a trouser press out,
Literally.
a print press out of the way.
Yeah, no, very quickly it went from one heat press to having to convert all of our dining area to 2 heat presses plus the vinyl cutters plus storage plus mini presses. I just had to go for it.
And what's that over a 6-month period or less than that?
Less than that.
Really?
Yeah, less than that.
And was you like, I think I'm onto something. Dan, I think this is going all right.
One thing I've never done, and it's hit me probably in the last month or so, skipping forward a bit,
Yeah.
I haven't actually ever sat back
Yeah.
and looked, like talking to you about it now.
Yeah.
I've not done that since I've started this business, so.
This is like therapy for you.
Yeah, exactly.
It's good. It's good. Yeah, so you're sat there with it piling up everywhere. So before we get onto the golf day, the pivotal golf day that everyone who's listening is going to be going, what's this fucking golf day you keep going on about? You suffered with anxiety.
Yeah.
Where's that come from? Is this something that you've always had?
No.
So where's this appeared from?
So if I look back, it's in a 2-part.
Right.
So way before the printing, I was in a not very nice marriage.
Okay.
I struggled a lot personally.
Yeah.
Because of an ex-husband.
Right.
And I'm fortunate to say I got out of that position. And I've actually made a couple of very good friends in the construction industry, girls, who have gone through very similar. And we now talk about getting through it together. So that's one part of the anxiety. And the second part is COVID. I'm type 1 diabetic, insulin dependent.
Okay.
I wear an insulin pump, and again, at the start of COVID, when it happened, I know there's a lot of believers, non-believers, but I had a friend who was a similar age to me with diabetes, and she lost her life because of complications to COVID. So I live in a seaside town, and I lived in the middle of this town. So when restrictions lifted as such, and everyone flocked to the seaside, no one stuck to any social... I feared for my life every single day.
Wow.
I could not bring myself to get out of my front door and go and get fresh air because I was scared if I did, I was going to die. And it's... thinking back to it, I still don't do crowds. I can't do crowds. But yeah, that's where it all... Because the divorce and COVID were within a year of each other.
Right. There was a lot going on then.
There was a lot going on in that 12 months that, that changed me. But I'm often asked a lot, would I ever change anything? I never would. I would never go back and change anything if I had the chance because I wouldn't be who and where I am without going through what I've gone through.
I'm a massive advocate of not changing your past, no matter what's gone on in it. We've all got a past to some degree. We've all got things that happened in the past for whatever reason. But those things in the past make you the person you are today.
Yeah.
And you've been through a lot that has led you to suffer with your anxiety.
Yeah.
But now, seeing the person you are today, and I know we sort of, lightheartedly joke about, you're going to have to come and get me out of the car when I get here and this, that and the other. I knew you'd be fine. We know each other, and the people that I've spoke to while doing a little bit of research, because I wanted to get a real insight into you through the people that know you and the friendships that you've made within where you are now in the last 18 months, 2 years, and it's massively insightful. And that's why I didn't want to ask you prior about this, and off camera I wanted to ask you if you was all right talking about it, which you are. I know it's been hard to talk about it, but it just, there'll be someone listening or watching and they'll be able to relate to that. And from my point of view, seeing you where you are now and where you was at this golf day that we're going to speak about, it's like the boat trip in Gavin and Stacey. We're going to talk about it, but seeing the change from there, where I just sort of knew you, all right, Sammi, and we sort of, our friendship started there, to where we are now, I can see that difference there. The people that I've spoke to about you, the praise is unbelievable. I'm going to come on to that because you're just a fucking all right person, Sammi, basically. But no, hats off to you for that. Hats off to you for opening up a little bit about that. I'm sure there's a lot more to it, but I don't want to sort of dwell on that too much because it is a tough thing to talk about. So appreciate you saying that and sort of going over it. And it might have been quite helpful to you to say it in a public, not a public. There's people that watch this within the industry, people that watch this within the social media circle, the industry that we work in, and they'll know you and they'll know you for what you're doing now, but they may or may not, and that's why I put out in my story earlier on Instagram, people may or may not know about a little the struggles that you've had, and that's why I just wanted to give you that chance to.
I'm never afraid to talk about it.
Yeah.
And I met someone about a year ago, and I just mentioned my ex-marriage and my past relationship, and it led this person to open up to me. We spoke about it quite consistently. And I saw them not long ago, and she told me she was single and divorced, and she'd got out of it because of...
Was she still in it?
She was in it. She was still in it when
you had the
approached,
initial... Yeah. Right, okay.
So talking and telling people what I've been through, it's hard.
Yeah.
But I won't stop because it can help. Even if it just helps one person get out of the same situation I was in, it's completely worth it.
Yeah.
Completely worth it.
Brilliant. Well done, you. Well done. So let's go up again. You've got through that.
Yeah.
And you've built your little emporium of boxes and machines in the lounge. So how did the golf day? Give us a run up to the golf day, and then we'll address the golf day. I think the tagline in this podcast is the SEO is going to be just golf day. So give us the maybe the 6 months into that. How did you? How your first interactions with Joe Screed Pappy, who, how that come about that you was at the golf day? Yeah.
So I put a random advertisement out on Instagram. Didn't know if it was going to work. I thought, what have I got to lose?
Have you got much of a following at this point on Instagram?
No.
Not that a following's a thing,
no.
But have you got much of a reach?
Nope.
Okay.
No, nothing at all. It was all just local people or people that knew me that followed me. And Joe sends me a message, and I've already warned him, I'm going to say this, but you get your first impression, don't you? So I got
Joe?
Yeah.
Go on.
Got Joe's message, and I clicked on his profile, and I remember thinking, oh, here we go. Pretty boy, all into himself. Like
was this before he done his calendar shoot or after?
Before. I completely judged him.
Yeah.
Prejudged him.
Okay.
And I hold my hands up that I did, and he knows I did. I just thought, what's he after?
Yeah.
Like
here we go.
Yeah, he's after something for nothing.
Yeah.
You're telling me all of these different things you're involved in. Don't believe you, but let's see where it goes.
Yeah.
We had a phone conversation.
So what did he, Joe? Sorry, mate. What did he put in it? What was he asking for you to do the printing for something?
But not for him. For I think it was some. I can't remember, and I probably should have looked back. But from memory, it might have been about his workwear, but then also something else. I want to say a family member or someone he knew was involved in something, and he was like, "Can we get a quote?"
So it was.
It was printing.
It was
workwear.
printing, but it was a printing-based DM.
Yeah.
Joe.
Yeah, and I remember getting off the phone to him and thinking, this might be something.
Yeah.
I don't know. I looked at the followers, because you do.
Yeah.
I probably had about 100, if that.
Okay.
And it was when if he can open up some doors, we'll see. And little did I know that one conversation with Joe, and he will hate me saying this.
I know he will, because I spoke to him today.
I know in my heart, I'm certain I would not be where I am without Joe backing me. He's become a brother to me.
Yeah.
The things he's done and the ways he's supported me that people don't know, with my anxiety more than anything.
Yeah. Because Joe's been through struggles as well. He's been on here and he's opened up, and Joe's pretty open with his story.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's a really good person to lean on.
Yeah.
With you, I'm sure you are.
He knows before anyone else if I'm struggling.
Yeah.
He's the first one that can tell from my stories if I'm not feeling it.
Yeah.
And he's the first one there.
Yeah.
So he's the first one that I rang when you rang me to say about this.
I probably spoke to you, and then I quickly tried to ring Joe. He was engaged. It was you.
He was on to me. So yeah, I think I done a couple of samples for him.
Okay.
And then it led him to say he wants to arrange a golf day.
Yeah.
And that's when it changed.
The golf day.
The golf day.
So the golf day was it through construction in sport?
It was Lost City.
It was Lost City,
based.
wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Lost City.
So
based.
we had Lee and the On the Tools team in here about the Lost City, and then the Lost City happened, and then Joe was doing the golf day with all proceeds going to the Lost City. So basically, Joe, stop me if I get it wrong. Joe put this charity event on at the
Forest of Arden.
Forest of Arden, wasn't it? This year was Battlefield. Forest of Arden, and at this time, Joe wasn't a massive figure in the social media scene like he is now. He was doing, and like I spoke to Joe today, nothing that Joe does is for clout, and anyone that knows Joe will know he is not that guy.
No.
So he's put this golf day on, and I sort of knew him, and he's messaged me and said, all right, Matt, I know you do stuff with Unite and Veto, et cetera, could you get me some bits as giveaways for the golf day?
Yeah.
So obviously I've come in here, much to Jack's disappointment, and stolen everything out of the Unite offices. So I've gone out with a big bundle, and I've gone, right, I'll bring it over to you. So I'll never forget, it was a really nice sunny day, wasn't it?
Hot.
June?
June, the first year was June.
June, yeah. So I've come over and met up with Joe. Emma was there. I think was Gary there?
Yeah.
There was a load of people there.
Yeah.
Giving Joe the bits and bobs, and Saf was there, and Joe's going, oh, this is Sammi. And I always remember it because I didn't know you at all. I like to think sometimes that I'm quite a good judge of character, and I could see you, not timid's the wrong word, but you was very reserved. And I was there for a couple of hours, and I think we got chatting, or someone said to me, Sammy's here, she's quite anxious about stuff. She's not great around people. And I sort of could feel that anyway. So I remember coming over to you and going, all right, and you didn't know me from Adam, and you just said, yeah, I literally got halfway here and turned around and went home. So this would have been peak anxiety off the back of what you've just spoken about. So you being there, that event was massively out your comfort zone, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But the doors it opened changed, a massive statement, changed your life, I'm going to say.
It changed the way it changed me, which only helped the business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Changed you as a person that day.
Yeah, so I'd only been set up 6 months. And I remember Joe approached me saying, I want to do a golf day. And we're going to do it for charity. And I already knew in my head that with what I wanted to do, it was to give back to charity. So all my charity, Lost City Works, I take no profit from it. I do it at cost and everything.
So you did all the printing for On the Tools Lost City campaign?
Didn't do it before then. I did. Well, me and Joe got onto that.
Okay.
But when Joe approached me about it, I straight away said, I'll be there. And then I regretted it.
To the golf day?
To the golf day.
Yeah.
And I said to him, a few weeks later, I was like, no, I'm not going to be there. I'll do your shirts, but I'm not going to be there. And
Was that just because shit, I can't be
Overwhelmed.
around?
I can't do it. I can't be around
people.
that many people. I play golf.
Oh, do you?
But I can't play golf at the events
Right.
because I get too anxious.
Okay.
And Joe will say he didn't do it on purpose. I'm certain he done it on purpose. He gave me 2 days' notice of the final numbers for the polo shirts for the golf day, knowing full well the only way they'd get there is if I drove them.
You didn't have time to post them.
Didn't have time to deliver them.
Love that.
So I'm setting off. I'm on my way, and I'm thinking, I can do this. I'm absolutely fine. I can do this. And I pull up to the gates of the Forest of Arden. Massive car park, isn't it?
Yeah, huge.
Pulled up, and I just sat there, and I just cried. I was like, I can't get out of my car. I can't physically get myself out of my car. And it was no other reason than I was just anxious. And I remember texting Joe.
Had you met Joe at this point?
No.
Okay,
I hadn't met anyone.
Saf, Emma, no one?
No one.
So you knew you'd never met anyone at that day?
I'd only spoken to Joe and Emma. I'd never spoken to Saf. Didn't know who she was.
Wow, that's crazy.
Literally.
So that puts into perspective how big a deal it was.
Yeah. So I got myself out of my car and I texted Joe and I said, I'm here, but I'm going to go and check into my room first. Biggest mistake, because I'd done the same. I locked myself in my room. Again,
You'd ran from the car to the room to safety.
Yeah. And I couldn't get the door open. I just could not get off my bed. It was just, I felt like a schoolgirl. I was just scared. So scared to come out and face anyone.
And what's Dan saying at this point?
I was on the phone to him and he's like, look, what's the worst that's going to happen? He's like, if they don't like you, they don't like you. That's not your fault.
Is that the worry, that people don't like you?
Yeah. So the years before Dan, and I will say Dan has pushed me and he has been my biggest supporter, as well as the person that's brought my confidence back through pushing me. He won't pity fools, Dan. A spade is a spade with my other half. And he's very much of if they don't like you, so what? What's that gonna add to your life if they're in there?
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. So obviously I was on the phone to him and he was like, if they don't like you, they don't like you. You can drive home. But if you don't go out there, you don't know what's gonna come for you. And so that was it. I was like, right, I'm gonna hang up. I'm just gonna go down. And that's what I did. And I sat obviously at the table and I just sat there and I remember just sitting there with my hairband, just pinging away and trying to sort of get into conversations. So struggling.
Before you carry on, you've got a hairband on your wrist. So that is, we touched on it before we started recording, and it's a coping mechanism, isn't it?
Yeah.
My daughter, I won't go into it, but my daughter did a very similar thing with an elastic band. It's that ping, isn't it? What does it do? Does it take away the anxiety for that split second?
To me, pinging it is like a get grip. In my head, it's you're here. Right. You're here. What's going to happen to you? Just it sort of brings me back. It brings me out of my own head because that's what my problem is: overthinking, overanalyzing, over-worrying. That's my issue. So it just brings me back into reality.
Right. So you're there in the room, pinging that, and you're going, "Fuck it, I'm going now. I'm going."
Yeah.
Stormed out of the room. Came
down. Had because I surprised Joe with the printed golf balls.
Yes.
For that day.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was it. I got there, I spoke to people, and I'd like to say it was all better. It wasn't. The next morning was exactly the same.
Was it?
The next morning when everyone went down for breakfast, I had either Saf or Emma texted me. I can't remember which one. One of them was texting me saying,
Emma's a big personality.
Yeah.
She will be like, where are you, Sammi, where are you? I'll come up to your room. And
come for breakfast.
For an anxious person, Emma's the complete opposite.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That was a lot, but that was what I needed.
No, I don't mean that in a derogatory way. Emma will listen to this, and I mean that in the best possible way.
Yeah. She makes you forget what you're worried about, Emma. She's, 100%. But I had them texting me saying, come down for breakfast, and I couldn't. I could not get out of my room and go for breakfast. I thought, no, I'm not doing it. But as I walked out of my room, it just so happened at the bottom of the stairs was Joe. He was just there, and he was like, right, come on, we're going to the room. There was no time. There was no time for me not to be okay in that moment.
Seems to be a thing with Joe, making you no time to deliver the package.
Don't think about it.
Yeah. And that's a great way.
And then he said, I'm going to be busy. He's like, I'm sorting out this, I'm doing that, so you can just check people in and give out the shirts. And I was like,
I can't hold your hand.
I was like, I don't want to just
It's
speak
being
to people.
thrown in the deep end, isn't it?
Yeah,
And you probably needed that
I did.
because you'd have ran off back to your room.
Exactly that. I didn't have a chance. And by checking people in and handing out shirts, it got people talking. It got people talking to me. And yeah, Simon, his friend, was there. And he looked after me on the buggy all day. And
did you not? Because I didn't play. I don't play golf. I horrifically don't play golf, as we saw this year. But so you didn't play last year then? You didn't play. You just
didn't play this year either.
You know, we went crashing buggies, didn't we?
Yeah, we did go crashing.
So you didn't play.
20s. No, I just drove around and I thought, well, no, my plan was to actually sit up in the room and get some work done while everyone's playing golf.
Oh, was it?
That was my
Did
plan.
you bring your press? Bring the trousers press out the boot?
I brought the laptop and I just thought, I'm just going to sit here and do my emails, do all the work while everyone's out on the golf course. And I had so much fun. So much fun just driving around, chatting to people, laughing. That's where I met Alice. Forgot
all your worries.
Yeah, the anxiety just went out. There was no anxiety. And that's where I met Alice on the tours.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'd never, ever got any work done that day. But I've also not laughed.
Yeah.
That's what I needed, the social, the laugh, the getting to know people. And that's truly where the friendships began. Emma, Saf, obviously Joe, because he was already there. Alice, I've seen Alice quite a lot.
Yeah.
But it was all from that one golf day.
So what's the phone call back to Dan after that golf day? After you've been
I was buzzing.
living your best life?
I was buzzing. I was gutted because I only stayed the one night. I stayed the night before. I didn't stay the night of.
Right.
And I was gutted I was going home. And he was like,
I bet Dan would have gone, fucking stay.
Yeah, he did. He did, but I didn't. I got home. I was just literally buzzing, so happy.
Take that amazing day and go, I'm going to cherish this.
I can do it. Yeah. That's what it was. I can do it. And don't get me wrong, there are still times, the shows, you obviously saw me.
I'm going to get on to Install the Show in a bit because you saying you're not good with crowds and you come to the biggest construction show and literally bowl around for a day, again, like, there's not an issue.
Yeah, Install a Show was very hard. Very hard to beat that.
Hold that thought.
Running a business is tough enough, and you don't need your bank making it worse for you. With Tide, you can open a free account in just one day with no hidden fees. And the best part is they have so many features that are perfect for trade businesses to ensure you get paid, from sending invoices with payment links to tracking what's being paid to taking card payments instantly on site with Tap to Pay. And honestly, I wish I had this back when I was running Unilight. So you guys have no excuses. And if you sign up using code LEGENDS, you get £50 cash back when you spend £100. Obviously, T's and C's apply.
So we've done the golf day. You phoned Dan. You've said, Dan, I'm buzzing. It's absolutely amazing. So from your business perspective then, going from that day, you did the printing. You didn't do any printing. You done the printing for the shirts that day?
Yeah.
Okay, so off the back of that, talk us through the next 8 to 12 months. Because it started then, didn't it?
Yeah. So I didn't take any business cards to the golf day.
Of course you didn't.
Forgot.
You were too busy crying in the car in the car park.
Literally forgot. And I think that was the thing. I got like half an hour away from the Forest of Arden and I rang Joe and I was like, I'm going home. I'm going home to get my business cards. He was like, are you hell? Get here and we will sort this. And he just told people to obviously to follow me on Instagram. And that's when it started.
And that's the new business card, isn't it? Follow me.
Follow me on Instagram. Yeah. And that's where it started. People from the golf day then started to contact me and it started to grow. And it grew organically, how I wanted it, word of mouth.
Is that me pinging Jack? Sorry.
It's not me.
Sorry.
Yeah.
How unprofessional of me. The phone rang once during one of the podcasts, didn't it? And I was like, sorry. I'm so sorry. Sorry, Sammi.
No, it just grew all through word of mouth. And then, yeah, there was no looking back from that.
Is it the best? So I'd say it's the best decision you've ever made going to that. Not the best decision, clearly. It's a massively important decision to go to that.
Like, Joe hates me saying that whenever I say put the emphasis on, I don't think I would be here without you pushing me on that golf day.
I know that. I've got it here. And Joe hates the fact that he gets your praise for doing it.
Yeah.
And he said, he even sent me a separate message to say, Mark, please do not let her say it's all me, because it's not. Because he's not that guy.
Oh, definitely, it's not all him. No, you aren't having all that.
Yeah, so it stepped up then, didn't it?
It stepped up, and it
so
stepped
the branded by Sammi, it began to become a thing.
It grew ridiculously, and it's still not stopped. That's the scary thing for me.
But the box is still in the lounge?
No, within 6 months of that golf day, I was seriously having to look at getting a small industrial unit.
Oh, really?
That's how much it grew. I went from having one automatic heat press, one small heat press, one hat press, to having 3 of each. And you couldn't get in my house anymore.
It's just a factory.
Yeah. So
Big sweatshop, you and Dan. Does Dan get involved with it as well?
He does
to,
actually help. Yeah.
Shout out to Dan.
Yeah, you don't know if you've been branded by me or Dan, so.
I love that.
But yeah, we were literally looking at units we could put outside as such, like sheds almost, that I could turn into a workshop.
Oh, yeah.
But luckily, I've got a double garage. And
Is that where you work from now?
yeah, my dad and Dan last Christmas completely converted it into a usable workshop with stations and the new machine.
Brilliant. So it is working
It's
amazingly for you now.
It's just on the up. And it's something I struggle to get to grips with why.
But I'll tell you why, because everyone in the construction industry wants to get their brand across. I'm all, as everyone knows, I'm all for branding. I love the whole branding thing of businesses, of companies and all that. Brand everything, as far as I'm concerned. Do the lot. Do everything from pens to mugs to T-shirts to fucking number plates on your car. Do you know what I mean? I love it all. That's and how you are likeable, and your product speaks for itself. You know, when you're getting companies like, you know, On the Tools using you to do stuff, and, you know, all the other companies that you work with are coming to you. They could go anywhere, but they're coming to you because you're well regarded within the industry, you're well regarded within the social media scene, you're at events, you're doing the right things, and everyone sees that, and everyone wants, I want Sammi to do my stuff. I want Sammi to do my shirts. And it's like what's the effect? It's like I can't sort of think what it is, but it's cool to have your stuff done branded by Sammi. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? And that's not taking it away from you, because you're amazing at what you do. But the fact that you've built that and that following, and people now go, you're the go-to. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's not blowing smoke up your ass. It is literally the effect that it's had. Everybody on social media, every day you see a post, got this, got new shirts branded by Sammi, got this. But this has also led on to you, a post that you did a few weeks ago going, I can't keep up.
Yeah.
It's got to that point now that you're like, look, I've got to have a few days. Because you was promising, or not promising, you was saying, I might get it to you within 3 or 4 days, but you was getting it out like the next day.
Next day. Yeah.
And it takes its toll, don't it?
It does.
So is that, it's great having that worry that it's coming in and you're trying to keep up the demand, but that's now, the pendulum's swinging that way. You're going, look, sorry I've not been on social for a few days. I've got to get through this backlog.
Yeah.
But me saying to you, you've got to manage yourself, because if you fuck yourself up trying to keep everyone else happy, you're the one that will get nailed at the end of it.
Yeah.
But it's a good place to be.
It's a great place to be.
Yeah.
I think I like to, one thing I never will lose within the business is me. So I will
People are buying from you. That's the key. People buy from
with
people,
me,
don't they?
you don't, like, you call any, or you go on the website of any of the other branding, you don't know who you're dealing with.
No.
But with me, you're dealing with me.
Yeah. And Dan sometimes.
Well, he presses, you don't deal with that. But from the first point of contact to the design work, that's me. I do have help with the pressing, but the positioning of the logos, generally, that's me. The packaging, the messaging you to say it's done, that's all me. And the messaging out of hours, that's me.
Yeah.
The weekends, that's me. And I don't ever want to lose that. I don't want to lose me in the company.
Yeah.
So that's where,
But that's you, absolutely. I can see it in your face when you're talking about it, when you are replying at, 6, 7, 8 o'clock on a Saturday night, because it's your brand. Al used to have it with Unilight. When Al had Unilight and was running it, he would be the guy on the end of the phone that was replying to the messages that are coming in at 2, 3, 4 in the morning. He'd wake up to feed one of his 800 kids, and he'd be picking up a message and he'd be replying back. But people expect that when they send a message, they're going to get an answer straight away. But sometimes it's just not doable, and you'll end up burning yourself out trying to keep up with every single thing. You're spinning plates, and I get it.
Yeah.
We had a conversation about it the other day where sole traders and people that run their own small businesses, they've got to do the ordering of the products. You've got to make sure your printers have got ink and all that, as well as invoicing, as well as taking boxes to Royal Mail to post off the next. It's a minefield of stuff. And then also try and have a social life.
a life.
Yeah,
Any life
and
outside of it.
Dan, has Dan got his own electric company? So he's running a business alongside your business.
Yeah.
So that's both of you in the same household.
Yeah.
Just grafting constantly.
Yeah.
You'll feel guilty for having a day off. You probably feel guilty for coming up here 5 hours, coming up 5 hours away from wherever you are, north, south, east, west. But it just shows the passion of you don't want to let people down with that brand.
No.
But everybody loves what you're doing, so don't feel bad for, if bloody Blue Bulldog don't get his T-shirt by Tuesday.
He doesn't get them done yet.
Does he not?
No. How
Luke,
does that?
sort yourself out.
Call Luke out live on here.
I will do. Luke, Blue Bulldog. Sammi will sort you out with some T-shirts. I'm going to go through some questions and some quotes that people have said. This is going to be
Watch
weird.
me cringe.
This is going to be really awkward for you, Sammi.
I don't do
But I
compliments.
think we're at that point now where you've settled in. You're good. You're good to go.
The nerves have stopped, I think.
Yeah, you're good to go. People sing your praises from the rooftops. Joe being one of them. Gav Tutton being another one. I'm not going to put the names to it, but we've got things that are absolutely amazing. She goes the extra mile, always blown away by her work ethic. Phenomenal person. That one come through, and it was a nondescript. It wasn't about work. It wasn't about this. Just a phenomenal person. Amazing human being. And this is what you've built up from going from a really anxious person that was worried about getting out of the car to where you are now. Just on the way home tonight, have a bit of a reflection of what you've done, because it's great. It's absolutely great. I'm going to go to some questions. Joe, I'm going to start with Joe.
Oh, God.
What is the best thing that's come out of creating your business?
The friendships.
Straight away.
Straight away. No doubt about it.
Did you have a strong friendship group before this?
No.
Did you not?
No. I did while I was married. And due to the marriage, I had no friends.
I've
alone.
been married and I've been divorced, and Kaz wants to get married again. But when you're married and you've got friends, your husband's friends become your friends, and your friends become your husband's friends. So when that marriage breaks down, all of a sudden that friendship group is divided.
Yeah.
And that's a fucking hard place to be if they don't come with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or some will come with you and some may not, and you'll miss certain people, and you won't miss other people.
So I was. The end of the marriage was not a nice place,
Right.
but it was one of those where I just thought, truth will come out eventually. I'm not going to lower myself to anything, but I lost everyone.
Really?
I had no one after the marriage ended, and I started to get a few friends back, but then COVID hit, and I couldn't. So even when lockdown stopped, I still couldn't go out. I was in the extremely vulnerable category.
Yeah, and you had everyone coming to your
So I couldn't go out.
seaside town.
So for a few years, I didn't.
You're a prisoner.
Yeah. I literally had no one.
So how did you meet Dan?
We're one of them relationships you hate online, where it actually works. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I hate, no. Ugh, yeah. We're one of them cringe stories.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We're going into it or not?
No. He would kill me.
Really? Okay, that's cool. So the best thing to come out of it is the friendship you made. You've made some solid friends. I can see it. You know, and do you know what really hit me with you and Saf? So it was install a show this year. I asked my Mrs. Kaz to come to install a show. She suffered, not to the degree that you do, but she suffered with, doesn't like being around people, and gets very anxious, and all of a sudden she goes, I don't want to be here, I'm going home.
Yeah.
Straight away, going home. So I wanted to come to install a show to see what I do with brands and install a show, because it's a mad thing, and people that are listening to this, be it electricians, carpenters, whatever, we work with brands and we do shows. Yeah. So I wanted her to come and see what it's like. So she came, fine, and it was the night of the social. And Kaz was like, I'm not going to know anyone, don't leave me, and I wouldn't anyway. And I can't remember where we were. I think it was in the bar at the Hilton, and Joe come over, you was with Saf, you come over and introduce you. And you and Saf took time out to sort of embrace, to sit and talk to Kaz. And she said to me, women hate being around other women because they're so fucking bitchy. Or you don't know if they like you, or are they, if another woman don't like you, you'll just get the cut. All right, yeah.
Yeah.
But you and Saf took time out to go, are you all right? Come and sit with us. That was it. Come and sit with us. And that's a massive thing for you. You would have known how she was feeling. You had Saf for you. You could see Kaz out of sorts, so to speak, sort of holding on to, don't fucking leave me if you're going to the bar, sort of thing. And you went, Kaz, come and sit with us. And you were genuinely, as you are anyway, just really nice. And she went, I remember her coming over to me. She was sat talking with you and laughing with you. And they're really nice. Your friends are really nice. And it's funny that you have friends out of work, but the people you meet on social media within the industry's brilliant. It's a brilliant place, and there's some really good people out there, and you form really good bonds and friendships. Years ago, you was told don't speak to people on the internet.
Yeah.
Don't speak. That ain't your friend. It's just a random person on the internet. Now everyone's friends are people off the internet.
Yeah. So that's one of the weird things for me, and I don't know if I will ever get used to it, is when I go to these shows, people know who I am. And I can have talked to you. I'm awful with names, really awful for names. You tell me your Instagram handle, I know who you are. Yeah. Show me your logo.
Yeah. Show your logo that I want to dissect and redo.
But actually meeting people face to face, that's something that will take me a while to get used to. Yeah. But I won't stop because I love it.
Yeah, there is some brilliant people out there, and the friendships that you form through it, and they're the ones that really stick, I think.
Yeah. The friendship, Saf, obviously, I've never actually done any of Saf's clothing. Saf doesn't have a logo.
I bet you want to make her a logo.
I'm in the process of making her a logo.
Does she know that?
Yes,
okay.
She's asked me to.
Okay.
But we've been out for drinks, just me and her.
Yeah.
We've met for lunch. We've gone and done all sorts together. But that's just someone I met on a golf day 2 years ago.
Yeah. And now
just
how often do you speak to her? Every day?
Most days. Well, she's awful at replying to stuff. She's literally awful at replying to any messages.
Is she? She's that one.
Yeah,
she's that guy.
Left
that
you
girl.
on red.
It's worse when they read it and don't reply.
Yeah.
Or can't you do something where you read it and then you
mark it as unread?
Yeah. Is she that? Is Saf that?
Don't know. I'm going to ask her.
I want to quickly touch on the jackal thing.
Okay.
I've got a question from Chris Lowe. Is Dave Bishop a jackal? So for people that don't know, if you're not on social media, there's how's the best way? You're pretty good at describing it. So describe to someone that doesn't know what the jackal thing is.
Jackal is a...
Because you do the printing
Yeah.
for the jackal.
Yeah.
That's common knowledge.
Everyone knows that.
Yeah.
They've said that from day one. Jackal is a clothing brand, which is both for the trades and for day-to-day wear. They have a smarter range, they have a workwear range. But it's not about the Jackal, it's about the charities they support.
Yeah.
And Jackal being Jack of all trades. A lot of people didn't know that.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
Jackal is Jack of all... Okay.
Yeah.
I did wonder why it was Jackal, but never thought about it, but it makes sense now.
Jack of all trades.
Exclusive.
Yeah. On my job.
So it's a workwear range, a casual range that's non-branded, i.e., CT1 or Tradeify or whatever. It's got no affiliation with anyone. It's just a cool brand that will pick up on things on social media. The team behind it, we cannot deny or confirm that you are part of them. We cannot deny and confirm that I'm part of them. There's rife sort of people wanting to know who it is and what it's about. But that's the best bit about it. You may, because social media can be fickle. If you don't like that person, you won't engage with what they're doing. So if you don't know who's behind Jack of all trades, love that, didn't know it, you're buying it because you like that product. And all the proceeds or percent, what is it, from 25
A minimum of 25%.
Up to
I think it's 90 and some it's
yeah,
money.
yeah.
Depends on what
Yeah,
it is.
it goes to charity.
But it goes to a charity, a nominated charity by the pack.
Yeah, so it's been construction in sport.
It's been Lost City for the first 3 months, construction sport for the next 3 months, and as of the 1st of October,
Yes, 2 days ago.
Fixed Foundation.
Cool.
So
what's Fixed Foundation?
So a lot of people don't know this. Fixed Radio have a charity side.
Okay.
Which obviously everyone knows Fixed Radio,
Yeah.
construction.
Yeah.
They know the struggles. They help support with crisis support. I was reading up about this. So crisis support,
Doing your own work.
community support, counselling. They
Cool,
fundraise
okay.
to
Right.
support tradesmen and women.
Right, yeah.
So a lot of people don't know about it, which is
So
why it's
from as of
perfect.
now, it's
For the next 3 months, the proceeds will go to, and same with all the tool thefties.
yes.
I'm sure they all go to Fixed Foundation as well.
Cool. So it's a faceless thing that the money goes towards charity, and it just the fun thing with it is it will pick up little things from the social media circle, the scene, and sort of like have a play on it. Like, there was a story that I did about putting plasterboard in skips, and I just filmed it. Me and Dave Bishop filmed it. Me having a bit of a rant about putting plasterboard in skips. The Jackal team AI'd it and made me into a little baby, Dave into a little baby, and it was just fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
But a lot of people ask about it and they know that your connection to it, i.e. doing the branding stuff for it. So one of the questions was, are you anything to do with Jackals? But you cannot confirm or deny it, so I'm not going to push you on it at all, Sammy, because I know you cannot lie. And the camera will be right on you now. Okay, Gav Tutton question. How do you feel now about the social side of everything since the golf day? I.e., how do you feel in yourself, that transition from the golf day, how you felt then to how you feel now? Are you really, has it brought you out? Are you more confident? You must be slightly because you came to install a show.
Yeah, so
I'd dare to say that day at golf day, if someone said to you, right, you're going to go to a show tomorrow that's got 35,000 people at, you're coming along with Joe and Saf again, you're coming with us. You go, not a fucking
not a
chance.
chance.
But you did this year.
I did this year. I did. Yes.
Is it getting easier?
Getting easier. It doesn't ever stop. I still get the nerves. If I've got a plan in my head, if I know I'm meeting someone, if I know I'm seeing someone, if I know if Saf says, I'm going to come and bunk with you, I'm fine because I know I'm not alone.
Yeah.
It's the walking into somewhere where I don't know anyone. That's when I get the grip of anxiety that I can't walk in.
Is it
I can't walk through the door.
Is it like a stomachs in knots thing?
Yeah, I feel sick.
Yeah.
I just cry. I shake.
Just at the start of this podcast, he was like this.
I know I'm like this.
And I've never mentioned this to you, but I wanted to see how you was at the start. And Jack may have noticed this. See how he was at the start. you was less nervous than I thought you was going to be, and that maybe was because we sat out there, and I wanted to bring you down and have a chat and bring you in here and show you what was what. But I could tell the nerves at the start a little bit, nowhere near what I thought it was going to be. So hats off for that. But now there's none.
No, I'm back. I'm relaxed.
Yeah, it's cool. It's just us having a chat. But no, that transition from the golf day anxiety to now, it's still there, but it's not as bad. And you can, if I said to you next year at Installer Show on the Wednesday, I will be at this stand, you're on your own, could you walk in and meet me at the Unilite stand?
Yeah, I'd go in head down.
Yeah,
but I could do it.
But you couldn't have done that before. No. So that's a massive win. Yeah. You're winning.
Yeah.
Cool.
100%.
What's the future for Branded by Sammi? Where do you want to go? What do you want to do?
That's an endless question. I've made the next step. I brought the embroidery machine. Always something I said I would never do, but we're getting into it. If I can get the time to practice on it, I won't sell it until I'm ready and confident. Yeah. I've got that. Probably got room for one more embroidery machine in my workshop now.
Before you have to buy another double garage.
Yeah.
Would you go for a unit?
I don't know.
Because obviously it's a cost to the business, but it's an investment, I suppose, because you can go again. But I suppose if you went bigger again, you've got to take someone else on. Exactly. You do it all yourself, don't you?
Yeah, well, I have help pressing.
Okay.
But predominantly it's me.
Yeah.
So scaling up next would be bringing people in, and then the costs go up. And it's always been, to me, about keeping the margins low to keep everything more affordable. So it's a serious have to think about it. Yeah,
you go bigger to try and chase the money. You know, I know everything's not about money, but at the minute you can, if you scale it back a little bit time-wise, you can manage it.
Yeah.
That's what it's about, managing it. And it's whether you want to go massive and outlay, and it goes exponentially huge straight away.
Yeah.
Or do you keep it really manageable and just keep up with everything? But it will grow bigger, that's the thing.
It's not stopping,
that's
the thing.
And it's just, you've got to put a caveat on. If I say it's going to be 2 weeks, it's going to be 2 weeks. It's not, it might be 2 weeks, and there's you going, I've got to get it out by
I'll get it out in 2 days.
Yeah. And you're guilty for doing it, I know you are. So the future of Branded by Sammi is, we don't know.
We don't know. Embroidery is the next step. That's going to be a big step. That's going to be the new focus.
Yeah.
But where we go after that, it depends where the demand is.
There's no plan. You're just going with it.
I wing it.
Best way sometimes. I love just winging it. Do you want to let people know then what you do, what you can do for them, what you can do for Bob's Carpentry or Phil's Electrician Company? What can you provide for them? How to get hold of you? Plug yourself.
I'm not very good at that bit.
You're not? Okay, I'll do the plugging for you. So Sammi can do whatever you want. Hoodies, T-shirts, caps, sideboards. Business cards. You can even design new logos for people. Yep. As we've said, you look at logos and go, I want to get my hands on that one. Branded by Sammi in Instagram. Where else are you on Facebook?
On Facebook, website. Brandedbysammi.com.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just drop your DM.
Drop me a DM, slide in the DMs.
Slide in the DMs. And she'll judge you straight away like she judged Joe and went, fucking hell, not one of these twats.
Cringe.
Yeah, cringe. You'll love that. You'll love that. No, massive hats off to you. I love everything that you've done. I love the journey you've been on. I love how positive you are sat here today. When I asked you to come on, you was like, I think your voice noted me and went, shit.
I was like, I can't say no to this. I don't want to do it, but I have to.
I can't say no, but you might have to drag me out of the car. You have come leaps and bounds, being massively proud of what you've done, how far you've come in yourself.
Yeah.
Because the Sammi I met 18 months ago, 2 years ago, is a great person, but where you are today is an amazing person. The quotes say it. I'm going to go for him again before. Absolutely amazing. Just to cringe you out. Absolutely amazing. You go the extra mile. Always blown away by her work ethic. Phenomenal person. Amazing human being. Sammi, thank you for coming on.
Can I just say thanks to Dan for sending all of those?
Dan, your money's in the post, mate. No, hats off to Dan as well. Because Dan supported you massively, hasn't he? Yeah. Everyone supported you, and Dan's there day in, day out. So shout out to him. But thank you for coming on. I've wanted to get you on for ages. We could have chatted for ages and ages. There's so much more to you, to where you want to go. But just remember, the industry is a better place for having you in it, and doing what you do, and supplying every man and his dog with workwear, and keeping the jackals in whatever they're doing.
Keeping them in line.
Keeping them in line. Cameras on you. Don't lie. No, thank you for coming on. Loved it.
Thank you for having me.
Not a problem. Cheers.